Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and I like to ramble on about books. Today's video is going to be more reading vlog style. I will be doing random number generator, decides how many pages I read per day for an entire week. So we are starting on a Monday and going through to Sunday. So that'll be 7 whole days of hopefully reading and meeting my goals. But depending on the day, I am going to change the range just because on my work days, I work 10-hour days. I don't always get out on time. So it's harder for me to accomplish a very large goal. Whereas like on my off days, I will expand the range a bit. So we have the option to get a higher number when I actually have time to do it. So anyway, I think we'll just jump right into the video and I hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, it is day 1 of my reading challenge this week. I just got home from work probably about half an hour ago, so yeah, it's later in the day. I forgot to do my number this morning, but that's okay. We'll just pull it now. I read a little bit on lunch, but I haven't really had much other time to read today with work, and it's snowing and my drive home really sucked. It took me like twice as long to get home because the roads are shit, so that was fun. My husband was super nice and he made dinner for us, which was like this salad with some already cooked chicken that I picked up, and I don't know what it is, but I don't like the chicken that's in the salad, so I'm just making some ramen right now. But I figured we will generate my number for today. I'm gonna do this with work days. I'm gonna do 0 to 100, and then off days I might bump it up to 150. I'm kind of tempted to try to bump it up to 200, but I don't know. I'm not the fastest reader, so I'm a little scared to do that, but we'll see. I have an appointment on Friday, so maybe I'll just do 150 on Friday, but Saturday I'm pretty much completely free, so I might bump it up to like 2 or 250 that day. We'll see how adventurous I'm feeling. But anyway, let's just switch over to my little number generator. So this is just an app I use on my iPad. I just have it set 0 to 100 right now. And it's just gonna pick any random number in there. And it's 81, cool. But you know what? It's 6:30. Just gonna watch a little bit of YouTube while I eat my ramen. Like my water's boiling now, so I can get that on. And then I just have the rest of the night to read. Tomorrow is my late start day, so I could stay up a little later if I need to get my page goal done. So 81 pages. I will update you guys soon. I just realized I don't even think I told you what I was reading, but currently I am still reading Bonds of Hercules, which is the second book. This is the sequel to The Blood of Hercules, and it looks like I had to stop in the middle of the chapter because the one I'm reading is really long and I couldn't finish the whole thing on my lunch break in between eating. So I did start on that chapter today, and I started at page 270. So I believe I should get up to 351 to meet the page goal of 81 pages today. So we will give that a shot. Also, in case you're wondering, this is what it looks like outside my house right now. It's still coming down super hard, and you can hardly see anything outside, so that's super duper fun when you're driving. Luckily, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to stop around like 10 p.m. tonight, so it shouldn't really be an issue for me tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, our ramen's cooking, I'm gonna eat, and then we will get to reading. I swear it wasn't even 2 minutes after I showed you what it looks like outside, and I just got like this super loud emergency alert about the weather's terrible and to avoid travel if possible. So it must be getting worse out there, which is great because my husband had to go to his fire department meeting tonight. So luckily it's not too far, so he should be fine. But anyway, really sucks here right now. It's cold, snowing, great. But my ramen looks delicious. I'm gonna eat this and then I'll update you guys on my reading. Finished my ramen, which was fantastic, but not quite enough, still hungry. I was gonna be like, they're not gonna care what the fuck else you stuff in your face, but I figured it'd also be a good time to do another snow update because it's still snowing like crazy. And the first snowplow finally went by that I've seen since I got home. It's been like over an hour. For snow update, I feel like Like those footprints that you can see are almost completely covered. It is insane. And it's still coming down pretty hard. Like this is nuts for, it's not really our first official snow of the year. It actually snowed yesterday, like a little bit, and then turned to rain. So this is like our first official snow that's sticking and is might stay. I think it's supposed to warm up later this week. So, but it's definitely gonna be here, at least until tomorrow. Sorry for the terrible lighting, but I was too lazy to move. Anyway, I just finished the chapter that I was in the middle of, and this book is so good. Like, I loved the first book. I gave that one, I'm pretty sure I gave that 5 stars. And I wasn't really sure where exactly we were gonna go in the second book, but I'm a little over halfway through, and what is going on is nuts. I guess the only thing I can kind of say that's not really a spoiler is we have these Spartan houses, and they're divided into 2 groups. There's the Olympians, and I really hope I'm saying this right, and the Chthonics. And the Chthonics are more of the gods or Spartans with, I guess, the darker powers, I would say. And honestly, they're pretty much looked down upon by the Olympians. There's this weird dynamic between the 2 houses, and these traditions that have been going on between the 2 houses that are being maintained still is just intriguing, I guess is all I want to say. Again, second book in the series, so I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give anything away, but I am really, really enjoying this one. So I've made it to page 26, so I still got a bit to go. I will probably check in with you guys later. Hey guys, so it's almost dinner time for my cats, so if they start screaming, just ignore them. But I managed to finish my page goal for today. It worked out perfectly. The chapter I just finished ended on page 351. So that was great. I hit my 81 pages for today, and oh, the stakes are getting high at where I'm at right now, and I kind of want to keep reading, but I don't know. I might pick it back up tonight. I'm not sure. But I feel like something huge is going to happen really soon, and I'm excited to see where this is going. I'm scared too, but also super excited. And also, on my way home tonight, I forgot to tell you guys this, I did finish my audiobook that I'm reading, which was Broken Fae by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. That's the 4th book in the Ruthless Boys series, and I gave that book 5 stars. So that's my second 5-star book in that series, and I plan on starting the next one as soon as possible because the ending was nuts. Also, the next book is the last book, so I'll officially be done that series once I finish that. So anyway, I'm probably just gonna start getting ready for bed, get the cats sorted and fed, because now that I've moved, everyone's staring at me because they're pretty sure I might get up and feed them. Just look at her. Look at her staring menacingly. Yeah, that's the word I want. That's probably gonna be my last update for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I have plenty of time tomorrow morning, so I will do my number generator in the morning, and we'll figure out how many pages I'm going to be reading tomorrow. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. I decided to do one final snow check-in before I put myself to bed because it's still snowing. Is what we're looking like. I'm pretty sure my mom is done for. I don't think it's gonna come back for this. But yeah. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday. This is my late day at work, so my goal is to try to get up early, so depending on what my reading goal is, I could hopefully make a dent in it or even finish it. But when it's super cold outside and my bed is super cozy, it's really hard to wake up early. I do probably still have about a half hour-ish before I have to go to work. I got everything set and now I'm ready to just sit down and read. So let's just go ahead and roll our page goal for today. So yesterday's was 81 and we managed to complete that. We're still gonna stick with 0 through 100 and 87, which is even more. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go sit down, eat my breakfast, and try to make a dent in it today, or at least this morning. I usually read a little bit on my lunch. Hopefully we can complete it by tonight before I go to bed. Update on the snow. It is still snowing, but not nearly as bad. It's more just like a little flurry now. But my husband was great and shoveled everything. But yeah, this is nuts. But luckily roads seem clear, so my drive should be fine. I don't think it's supposed to snow all day either, so my drive home should be just fine too. Anyway, I'm gonna go sit down, eat, and read. I did download Warrior Fae. I think that's the 5th one in the Ruthless Boys, so I can listen to that on my commute today. But I will check in with you guys later. Hey guys. Sorry the lighting's not the best, but I just settled into my little reading nook for the night. I'm going to try to finish up my page goal for today. To get to 87 pages, I gotta get to page 439. I'm on page 394. I did get some reading done this morning and a little bit more done on my lunch break, and I'm hoping to just sit here and get the rest of it done. I was gonna change into some like comfy PJs and stuff, but I'm like super tired right now, and I know if I do that I'm just going to want to go to bed. So I'm just gonna power through in my scrubs and try to get this reading done. I did have to stop in the middle of the chapter because my lunch break was over and I had to go back to work, and I'm hoping once I start reading again I'll just get pulled back into it and crush these pages pretty quickly. So I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. So I finished reading for tonight. I made it to page 442, so completed my reading challenge for today, which is great because honestly today was the day that was going to be the hardest, the way my hours were for Rick, but I did it. This book is getting crazy and I'm definitely gonna shower, get ready for bed, but I might pick it up again because things are happening and we're so close to the end, and I feel like this ending's gonna be terrible. That's my update for tonight. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday morning. Sorry about the crappy lighting again, but it's early and I don't like to turn a shit ton of lights on right off in the morning. But I did end up reading some more last night because I needed to know what was happening. And I'm pretty sure I got to page like 482. So that was good. But I am just gonna roll the number for today. Today's my early day, so hopefully I'll get some reading done again on my lunch break and then finish up whatever I have left home. So we had 87 yesterday. We'll find out today's number. 15. Well, that's completely doable. I might even be able to do that over my lunch break, but depending on how many pages I have left in this book, I'm probably going to finish it because again, I'm like 94%. I'm gonna finish it, and if I need any more pages, well, I'll update you guys on what my next read's gonna be, but I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, it is Wednesday night. My page goal today is 15 pages, and so far I've read 0. Work was nuts, so I did take my usual lunch, but I didn't end up reading because I was stressed and I didn't want the food that I brought, so I went out and got some food, which eats up most of my lunchtime. So I only have done my audiobook for today. I'm gonna sit down now. We're gonna crush the 15 pages, and I'm gonna try to finish this book tonight because I really want to finish it. Anyway, that's the update for today. I will probably check in later, especially if I finish this book. Hey guys, quick update for the night. I managed to finish Bonds of Hercules. So I had started at page, I want to say it was 484, and last page in this book is 512. So definitely met my page goal of 15 pages for today. This book is another 5-star. I really love this. There's definitely going to be a third book. I like the setup for the next book. I did really like this book. I still really love her writing style. It's funny. This book has made me laugh just like the last one. And just the story itself is very intriguing, at least to me. But anyway, that's it for tonight. I'll check in with you guys hopefully tomorrow morning. I'm going to be leaving a little bit earlier tomorrow morning, but I'll try to make sure to update you on what our page goal tomorrow is and figure out what I'm going to read next too, since we finished this one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. First off, if you can hear the Roomba in the background, I'm sorry, but my house desperately needs to be vacuumed. So that's going. Anyway, it is Friday morning. Didn't film at all yesterday, unfortunately. I ended up leaving early because it was Starbucks Red Cup Day, and I think the past like 2 or 3 years I've gone and gotten a cup, so I'm like, I'm just gonna continue that. But it was like my early work day and I was scared if I waited to go they'd be out, so left super early. And then I totally forgot I had a trivia night last night, which was through work. It was through one of our reps. That went until like 9 or 9:30, so I didn't get home until super late last night. I did read yesterday. I started What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, which is honestly my first T. Kingfisher book, so I don't know if anyone's read this before, but I'm only 15 pages in, so not super far in, but we're introduced to, or at least we know of, some characters named Madeline and Roderick Usher, and if you've ever watched The Fall of the House of Usher, those are characters in that show which were based off an Edgar Allan Poe story, so I'm very interested to see where this goes. I did end up rolling for pages yesterday too, and I got 30. Obviously I only made it to page 15, so unfortunately I didn't meet my page goal for yesterday, but I was fairly busy, and I'm hoping today I want to tack that on to whatever I get today and try to make it up because I'm off today. I do have an appointment later today. Otherwise, that really shouldn't affect it too much. I mean, I did listen to my audiobook, but again, when I'm doing page goals, I don't really count my audio time because I don't really have a good way to keep track of how many pages that is. And honestly, to me, it's still different. Like, it's still reading and getting the story in a way, but like when I have a page goal, I mean it as a physical or an ebook kind of thing. So let's go ahead and roll for today. I am gonna up the range. Today I think I'm gonna do 50 to 150. If I'm feeling adventurous tomorrow, I might even up it to 200, but that's kind of intimidating and scary. So let's just roll for today. So that's the 30 I rolled yesterday, up to the range, and let's see what we get for today. 131. So 131, and if we're tacking on 15, that's like 146. This book is pretty short. I don't even know if it's 200 pages, and if it is, it's not far over 200 pages. So honestly, I may even try to finish it today since it's so short. I'm gonna sit and read for it a little bit. I don't even know what else I'm gonna do today. I don't really have any other plans except for that appointment, which isn't until 4. So I don't know, I'll keep you guys posted, and I will check in with you guys later. I'm back again already. I just checked. This book is 158 pages, and I just did the math, and I'm actually going to be like 3 pages short of the reading goal by tacking on yesterday's leftover. So I am going to finish this book today and maybe start something else too. So again, I will keep you guys posted on how that's going. Hey guys, I just realized I forgot to update you because I was just getting ready for bed and going to start another book, hence why I have my bonnet on and everything. I did end up finishing What Moves the Dead, which this I did really like. It was inspired by Poe because I kind of read part of the author's note that said that, and I landed on like 3.5 stars for this. So really fun, kind of creepy, really enjoyed it. And then next up, since I only have like a few pages to technically meet the goal by tacking on what I didn't get to yesterday, I'm gonna do the next Lore Olympus books because I can usually read those within a day or two. So I'll just do that to make it easy. I might finish it tonight even. So that'll be it, but I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday morning. It's actually kind of close to afternoon because it's 11:30. Last night I read probably about half of Lore Olympus, and then I just finished the rest of it this morning. This one is another 5-star. I love this series. Most of these have been 5 stars. I think some like 4, 4.5. This was volume 6. We're kind of getting more of Hades and Persephone's relationship kind of evolving, and then we're also kind of facing her traumas more, and there's kind of a couple things that we're dealing with from her past, but I like digging into her past and unraveling things that have happened and then just kind of dissecting it. So I think I want to say there's at least 2 more volumes out, and I think 9 is either coming out soon or has just recently come out. So I'm planning on ordering the next one because I love this series so much. It's just so beautiful. The artwork's great. There's not really a good way to track page numbers on this because there's no actual numbers in the book. If you like log it on Goodreads, it'll tell you how many pages it is, but I'm not gonna really count it towards whatever number I roll today because I haven't rolled yet. So I just kind of used it to, I don't know, I had like 4 or 5 extra pages I needed for yesterday, so I figured we'll just start that and we'll just count it just to finish up that goal, but I'm not going to count it really towards today. Let's go ahead and roll for today. I did change the range to go up to 200 today, so we'll see what we end up getting. I don't really have a ton of plans for today. I'm probably gonna make some lunch soon, and I do have to shower and wash my hair at some point, which always takes a minute. We'll see. I might delay that tomorrow, but we'll see. And then we are going to the movies tonight. I think we're going to like an 8 p.m. showing, so we're probably gonna go get dinner too because I don't really want to cook. And I'm pretty sure I am missing at least one ingredient for the recipe I had planned for tonight anyway. That's probably gonna be the plan. But anyway, let's do our roll for today. All right. Freya's being a nice little iPad stand right now. She clearly doesn't care. But yesterday was the 131, and then I had added on the 15 pages that I didn't get through on Thursday. So we're just going to generate our random number for today. And we got 124, so not too bad actually. I haven't really decided what I am going to pick up for my next read, so I guess that's going to be my next decision. I have that Nightmare Before Christmas book that I've been wanting to read, which is a contender, but I also have another one. I think it was a book of the month. I want to say it was called like Play Nice or whatever, but it's kind of like about this haunted house, but I think it's comedic as well. So I will look at those, assess my other options for my fall TBR, and we'll make a decision, and I will update you guys later. Hey guys, just checking in. It is later. Today I did already start my next book. I decided to do Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. I'm like 40-ish pages in, so I probably only have like 80-ish more pages. I've got like an hour before we're gonna leave, so I'm gonna try to put a big dent in that number, and then we'll be out to, we're gonna go get dinner. I have a little bit of grocery shopping to do, and then we're going to that movie tonight with a couple friends. So I will try to check in with you guys later. If I don't, it'll be tomorrow, obviously. But anyway, you will get an update at some point. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. I didn't check in with you guys last night, but I did reach my page goal. I made it to, I think, 126 pages, and the goal was 124. I was able to get that all in before we left for dinner and our movie. And in case you're wondering, the movie we saw was Predator Badlands, which I'm like a huge fan of the Predator series, because when I was probably much too young, I watched the first one because I had older brothers and they showed me all these movies I probably shouldn't have seen at a very young age, but I've always loved the original movie. And then like everything that came after has been honestly mixed, but this one I actually really did enjoy, and I'm happy that this series is kind of taking a positive turn again, because I really liked Prey too. So it gives me hope for any future movies. I figured we'd roll for our page count today. Currently I'm just kind of sitting watching some YouTube right now, and I don't really have any other plans today. I just have family dinner, which is like around 5:30. So most of my day's open. I do still have to wash my hair because I didn't end up doing it yesterday. And it's been a while since I washed my hair. Honestly, it looks okay. I mean, it's starting to finally look a little more busted. I mean, I did just get up, but it's something that needs to be done today. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and roll for my page count today. All right. So I don't know why it's so glowy, but we'll just deal with that. I'm sticking with the 50 to 200 page range, and we'll see what we end up getting for today. 94. You know, I feel like because my schedule is pretty much wide open, I get a lower page goal on the range. I do, since that page goal is not super high, I might go over it. So, because I kind of want to finish this book today because it is a pretty quick read. I'm pretty sure I'm almost halfway through it already, and I'm really trying to catch up on being so far behind on my reading goal. So we'll probably finish that book today, or at least come very close. I do kind of want to do some kind of crafty hobby today. I have a ton of crochet kits stacked up right now. I have a lot of cross stitch stacked up. I think I'm probably gonna do something like that. My wrist has been bothering me a little bit, but I really kind of am itching to do a crochet project. As long as I hit that page goal, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll listen to my audiobook because I haven't been counting that towards my pages. And hopefully I can get a dent in my audiobook too, because Brimstone comes out, oh my god, I think it comes out on Tuesday. I am dying to listen to that because I listened to Quicksilver and the narration was 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10. It was amazing. So I definitely want to listen to Brimstone when that one comes out too. And probably even if I don't finish my audiobook, I'm probably going to pause it and just jump into Brimstone. I will check in with you guys periodically throughout today. Hey guys, first off, we're going to ignore my hair because I did wash it and it's still drying. So it's gonna look a little crispy, crunchy, and stringy for a bit. But I wanted to pop on and give you an update. I did hit my page goal for today. I actually passed it. I only need to get to page 220 and I think I got to page 236. I just realized that I never actually told you what this book was about, other than it's basically like a Nightmare Before Christmas follow-up. We are, of course, following our main characters, Jack and Sally, who have recently gotten married. This makes Sally the official pumpkin queen of Halloween Town. She's having some trouble in this role. She's very introverted and he is very extroverted. So while they have a great relationship together, they can clash on those aspects where he is very involved in everything and wants her to be too, but at times she just wants to be alone and with herself, which I can totally relate to. I am, at the end of the day, an introvert. I have many friends. I love to spend time with my friends, but I am most comfortable at home doing stuff either just by myself or with my husband or just with my best friend. So there's that. She ends up stumbling upon a different door. So we have like all the doors with all the holidays, but she goes deeper into the woods, finds a different door that leads to a place called Dreamtown. Ultimately sets someone free from this town that starts to cause havoc. She ends up being the only one left around. Like, no one dies, but she's the only one who is able to try to figure out who this person really is and how to stop them. At first I really wasn't sure what direction this was going to go because I didn't really read the synopsis because I'm bad at that, and sometimes I just like to go in based on vibes, and then sometimes it's just a little more shocking as things unfold. And I actually really am enjoying, like, this is obviously a YA since it's based off of a children's movie. I like the more inner monologue we're getting from Sally, her feelings, and just how relatable as a character she is when it comes to stuff like that. And there's quite a few reveals in here that are a little bit shocking too, and I am enjoying. I think it's probably going to be like a 3.5 star. It's nothing like groundbreaking, but I am enjoying it. It is a fun read. But since I reached my goal for today, I'm going to use the rest of my time before family dinner to do a crochet project. So I still have some Woobles kits, which if you're new to crochet, I highly recommend Woobles because they make it super duper easy. They usually have like a suggested level on here, so I want to do Dobby the Elf next. He's labeled for beginners, so pretty much anyone can pick this up and do it. And they have super duper helpful videos on how to do these projects. This is not sponsored, by the way. God, I wish, because I have spent so much money on these kits, and like, even though I have done these kits and I know a lot of the basics now, I still like coming back to them because their kits are so adorable. The yarn is so nice, like it's so thick and plushy and doesn't split. Some of like the more affordable crochet kits are just step-by-step instructions written on paper, so you don't have a helpful video to watch someone do it. And then the yarn I find can be of cheaper quality, and a lot of times you'll try to like go through your loop and you'll just like split your yarn, and that's really frustrating and annoying. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on Dobby and hopefully finish him, and then I also have a sock to do too. So that's gonna be pretty much the rest of my day until family dinner. I'll either check in with you guys again later, or we might just jump right into the outro of this video. I haven't decided yet. We'll see if I read anymore. Sometimes, I don't know what it is about Sundays, but like once I get back from family dinner, I'm just kind of done with the day and I don't really want to do much of anything else except just relax on the couch. So we'll see if I end up finishing this or not. I think I have less than 100 pages to go now, but we shall see. And I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so final wrap up, end of the video. I didn't end up reading any more of Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. I did do my crochet project, which I did Dobby the elf, and he's so freaking cute. His ears don't really match, but it's okay. And I did his little sock to go with him, so he is in fact a free elf. We love that. We don't love J.K. Rowling, but we do love Dobby. I did not listen to my audiobook while I did that because it's been quite a bit since the last time I crocheted something, and I really needed to focus on the instructions and the patterns and counting because I really didn't want to mess this up because I definitely have lost count on things before and had to start all over again. I really made sure to pay attention to that and didn't really do much else other than just crochet. But I'm so happy I got that done. I had so much fun, even though at times I was getting really frustrated, especially with that teeny tiny sock, but we did it and it's adorable. And I really want to get into doing more crochet projects. Right now, so far, the only things I've done are these little crochet kits for the amagiris, or however you pronounce it. I'm probably saying that incredibly wrong. I want to try a couple different things like blankets and stuff like that. I was totally influenced by an Instagram ad to try a crochet subscription box. I want to give that a shot too, but if you guys want to see more of my crochet stuff, I would love to share that, and then that kind of motivate me to do it more. So this is super fun, cozy hobby. So again, if you're like me and you're like an old lady and you love cozy hobbies, I would recommend trying out crochet. It's actually really fun. Let's just wrap up this video. I feel like I had a fairly successful week. We only really had one day where I didn't quite meet my goal. And honestly, I was gone from my house from 6:30 a.m. till almost 10 p.m. I'm not really mad that I didn't reach my goal that day. I think it was pretty understandable as to why I didn't. And the next day I just tacked on the remaining pages and we got that done. I feel like, yeah, didn't hit it that day, but we made up for it by adding that deficit on. So I'm totally okay with that. As a recap, we completed 3 books and almost finished a 4th book. First book we finished was Bond of Hercules by Jasmine Moss, which is the 2nd book in the Villains of Lore series, and I adore this just as much as I adored the first one. I honestly don't know which one I like better, because I like them both for their own reasons. This one might be a little bit ahead of the second one because I'm not gonna say too much, but if you love a man obsessed, this is the book for you. And we kind of got it in the first one, but we get it way more in this one, and it is so good. So good. That's all I'm gonna say. I love her writing. It's entertaining. It's funny. Like, I actually laughed out loud at times while I was reading this book. So yeah, 5 freaking stars. So far, the series is still God tier for me. I'm excited for the 3rd one, but I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like we're going to have a character shift on who we're really focusing on, but I really hope we still get plenty of Alexis in this because she kills me. I love her so much. 5 stars for that. We finished What Moves the Dead by T. King Fisher, which is a little horror novel. I don't know, maybe novella. It's kind of short. I'm not sure what it classifies as. But this was my first ever T. King Fisher book, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked the Edgar Allan Poe inspiration, and it was pretty creepy at times, so I did really enjoy it. I didn't quite guess the ending too, which is kind of good. It kind of caught me off guard a little bit of what happened. I'm interested to see, there is a 2nd book. I think it's called What Feasts the Night, and this one kind of concluded and wrapped up, so I'm interested to see what goes on in that book, if it's a continuation of this or if it's some other story. And then we read and finished Lore Olympus Volume 6. This one I didn't really count too much towards the page goal. I only used this towards a page goal the one night. I only had like 5 pages left after I finished What Moves the Dead. So I read like half of this that night and then finished it the next morning. And the next morning I didn't even count it towards my page goal. It's a graphic novel, so these are a lot easier to get through. The story's still amazing and super impactful, and I really loved this volume. We get to explore more of Hades and Persephone's relationship. It's really starting to grow, which I just love. I love that story so much, and I love most interpretations that I've read so far of it. Mainly this and A Touch of Darkness. Oh, and I don't know what else I've read. I feel like I've read something else that was Hades and Persephone inspired. Love that story, and we are also exploring more of Persephone's past traumas, and so she's starting to face them and address them and trying to get support to to do that, which I really do appreciate and I love. So 5 stars for this as well. Again, this is another God tier series. If you don't like graphic novels, I would say try this one, especially if you're like me and you're obsessed with Greek mythology. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about graphic novels, and then I tried this one and I became obsessed. And also the artwork is stunning in here. I can't recommend this enough. And then finally, Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. Have not finished this yet, but pretty dang close. This is just a fun YA Nightmare Before Christmas inspired story that takes place after the events of the movie, and we just follow Sally and her trying to step into the role, but then also there's something that happens that she is the one who needs to figure out how to fix. I am really enjoying this. Like I said, it's just kind of a YA fun book, so it's probably just going to be like 3.5 stars, but we'll see. Who knows what's gonna happen in the end. Might change my rating. So that's pretty much all I have for today. If you guys like these more reading vlog style videos, definitely let me know, or if there's any other kind of reading challenges you want to see from me. I'd love to do that, especially I feel like that motivates me a little bit more to read than I do on average, which is really good for me right now, especially since I'm kind of behind on that reading goal and I do at least want to try to reach it. I'm not going to be upset if I don't reach it, but I'd like to give it a good effort. And if you have read any of these books that I read in this video, definitely let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I will see you guys next time. Bye!